Hey, thanks for stopping by my channel today. I'm welcoming you here if this is your very first time, and if you are returning, welcome back. So glad to have each and every one of you stop by today. We are making some Pico de Gallo today, and we have some good old juicy Roma tomatoes. Aren't those so beautiful? As well as Serrano peppers. Aren't they beautiful in their color? We have one lime that we are going to be using, and we have some cilantro and white onion. And we're not going to use all of the white onion. Use as much as you like. And some coarse sea salt. Yes. Now, if you're interested in seeing what I come up with, then keep on watching. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get these tomatoes chopped up. Now, just a little FYI, you can use as many tomatoes as you would like. I'm using enough just for myself. This is something that I love to eat as a snack, and I love putting this on my hot dog. I love hot dogs. I love putting this Pico de Gallo on my tacos sometimes. It's just if I've made some, but the longer it sits, the better it gets, y'all. Okay, so I'm just dicing all of them up, and I like to make sure that I dice them the same size. It looks better in the bowl, and that's just my opinion. Okay, so I'm getting them all chopped up, and even when I get to my onion, I'm making sure that my onion pieces are just as in the same size as my tomatoes. And like I said, use as much as you like. You can use a kind of like an even amount of onion to tomatoes. It's just your preference, okay? And to me, Roma tomatoes are the best. Now you can use beef steak, just plain clusters, but it's something about the Roma tomato and the taste of it. They're sweeter, and so that's why I like using the Roma tomatoes. So again, I'm just chopping them up and getting them all down into this bowl. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to just take one of the Serrano peppers. Because there's a lot of heat in this pepper, so I prefer the Serrano over the jalapeno because it's more heat, but it seems like the bite is a little different as well. And I'm using the seeds and everything. Now, of course, I should have used gloves, but your girl is going to make sure that I wash my hands good. Now, with the Serrano pepper, I'm only going to use one, but I'm dicing it up smaller than the tomatoes and the onions, and we're going to go ahead and get that down in there as well. Now, what I'm going to do is go ahead and salt up the tomatoes, so the tomatoes now can start juicing up a little bit more. Now I'm going to take a piece of that onion, and we're going to get this onion diced up. And as I stated earlier, dice it up the same size as the tomato if you can possibly get it like that, okay? And I didn't stir up the sea salt, the coarse sea salt. I just kind of left it right on the top. You can go ahead and stir it up, but I just like to just kind of let it sit on the top, and it's going to the tomatoes are drawing that salt down in there, and it's going to get really, really juicy down in that bowl, okay? And right here, what I'm doing is dicing up. Now, this looks like way more onions than tomatoes, and I normally like it to be way more tomatoes than onions, but we're gonna go on with it because I love onions as well too. All right, now what I'm gonna do is pull off the tops of the cilantro and just kind of like pick off some of the little greenery. I don't like using so much of the stem because the stem can be bitter, so I try to get as much of the leaves off. Now you are going to get some stem in there, but I just don't like a whole lot of stem in mine. So that's why I'm kind of going through and getting it, and then I'm rough chopping it and so they don't all kind of look the same. And then I'm just continue to rough chop it and get it diced up. It's kind of small, not for it to be too big. And what we're gonna do is get it down in this bowl, baby. All right, so now we're gonna take that lime and we're gonna roll it a little bit so we can get the juices flowing. Now sometimes, y'all, limes can be different from lemons. Sometimes these limes can be dry, and so I went and made sure I purchased 2 just in case I couldn't get the juice out of it like I wanted to. And I only like using, if I could just use half, I prefer to just use half because the lime can be strong. So I am only using half of this lime. I was able to get some good juice out of it. And now what I'm going to do is get me a spoon and we're going to stir everything up. Okay, we stirring it up, and now that coarse sea salt is combining with absolutely everything. So keep on watching. Okay, so as you can see, as I'm stirring, you see a little bit of juices down in that bottom. But what I'm going to do is sit this in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes before I go for it. I'm ready for it now. But I am going to let it sit in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes. And then I am definitely going to taste it. And then when it comes out of the refrigerator, I'm just going to taste it to make sure it's seasoned like I want it to be. But once I put it in the refrigerator and bring it back out after 30 minutes, you will see all these juices down in the bottom. Okay, and you will have some great Pico de Gallo. I want to thank y'all for stopping by. Make sure that if you like this type of content, give me a big old thumbs up and consider joining the family. Subscribe and hit the bell as well. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you think in the comments. This is after 30 minutes. Look at all that juice, and that is what you want. That is what you want. Let me know if Pico de Gallo is one of your favorite little go-to snacks. If you haven't tried making it your own, please make sure that you do, and leave me a comment in the comment section and let me know what your plans are. Again, thanks for watching. I'm gonna catch y'all in my next one. Bye-bye.